Just over 1 year ago, I was approved for the American Express Blue Cash Preferred credit card. And since getting approved for this card last year, I've been able to earn over $180 in cash back just by using this card for everyday purchases, particularly at grocery stores that I would make anyway. Of course, during this time, I was also earning sign-up bonuses, and when I'm doing that, of course, the spend has to go on that card. So that's why $180 feels a little bit low for grocery store spend cash back. So in today's video, I want to give my honest 1 year review of the American Express Blue Cash Preferred. I've made a list of 3 pros and 3 cons that I think can either make or break this credit card. But before we get to those pros and cons, here are the multipliers of the Blue Cash Preferred. Of course, the one that you're probably looking at is the 6% on groceries. There's also 6% on some popular streaming services like Spotify, Netflix, Paramount Plus is the one I use it for, and there's a lot of other ones as well. There's also 3% on transit purchases and gas stations as well. The Blue Cash Preferred's transit options are trains, taxis, ride shares, ferries, tolls, parking, buses, and metro trips. And of course, just like pretty much every other card, you will earn 1% cash back on all of your other purchases. With those multipliers out of the way, let's jump right into it. I know I just talked about it, but let's be honest, that 6% grocery store category is probably why you'd be getting this card. Outside of rent, groceries are my biggest expense every month, so it's nice to be able to get a solid 6% return on the spend that I was going to do anyway. So of course, there is a catch, and that is the $6,000 spend cap on groceries every year with this card. However, if you happen to spend $500 or less for groceries every month, you're good. You're going to get that 6% throughout the entire year, and let's imagine that you do have $500 in groceries spent every month, and you put it all in the Blue Cash Preferred. That means you're going to be getting $30 back into your pocket every month just by using this card for your grocery spend. And in case you're wondering, that $30 every month comes out to $360 in cash back annually, but do keep in mind that you will have to subtract the $95 annual fee, leaving you with $265. The second pro of this card is that there is a pretty decent welcome offer, actually. It's $250 statement credit after you spend $3,000 in the first 6 months from account opening. This offer isn't great, but it's not bad either, because you can use this card for 6 months just for your grocery spend if you're putting $500 on it, and that should get you to the minimum spend requirement and net you that $250. Of course, I would advise that you try to reach the sign-up bonus sooner than that, because sometimes charges don't post right away, and I've seen people actually miss out on sign-up bonuses because they tried to wait till the last minute to finish it up. Right now, at the time of recording, the annual fee for the Blue Cash Preferred is also being waived. So that $95 annual fee slash that's a guaranteed $250 plus whatever you make in cash back to reach that $3,000 minimum spend. And those numbers are assuming that you spend money to reach the $3,000 sign-up bonus, and then you kind of just throw the card out the window. I would recommend that you continue to use the card and not throw it out the window, because if you're looking to get an American Express card down the line and you want a really good sign-up bonus, spending consistently and showing Amex that you can be a profitable customer through the swipe fees is a great way to ensure that you do not end up in Amex pop-up jail. If you want to learn more about that and some Amex charge cards, then watch this video next. The Blue Cash Preferred comes with a $84 credit to use for a Disney bundle subscription. It's paid out monthly as $7 and can be used on either the $12.99 ad-supported Disney Hulu ESPN Plus package or the $19.99 version without ads. You probably noticed that the credit only covers a little bit more than half for the $12.99 version. It's a nice perk if you already have a Disney bundle subscription or if you're looking to get one in the future. I personally don't pay for Disney Plus right now just because I'm able to trade passwords with people for it, so someone else has like my Paramount Plus password. Please don't tell anyone. But if for whatever reason Disney decides to go full Netflix on us and crack down on password sharing, then I think this credit might be useful for me because it's something that I would start paying for anyway. Alright, let's turn our attention to the cons of the Blue Cash Preferred. At number 1, you probably guessed it, it's that $95 annual fee. If you want to break even on that fee, you're going to have to spend a little bit over $1,580 if you use the card just for groceries. That alone can make people think twice about getting this card. So for that reason, I probably wouldn't recommend the Blue Cash Preferred for like a college student. Frankly, I don't know why I got this card last year. I wasn't really thinking too much about it, so I hope this helps one of you. So similarly, if we take the $180 that I made in cash back and we subtract the $95 annual fee, I made about $85 in profit last year. I'm still getting decent value from the card, but I think there are definitely some better no-fee alternatives out there that would net me some pretty similar value without having to worry about spending enough to exceed an annual fee and make a certain amount of profit. I did kind of allude to this earlier, but that 6% means that if you spend over $500 on groceries every month, a lot of American households do that, you might be better off just getting a different card. Or on the other hand, you could go with the Blue Cash Preferred for the first few months of the year, however long it takes you to reach that cap, and then switch over to something like the City Custom Cash for the remainder of the year. Do remember though that the City Custom Cash also has a $500 cap every month, so you maybe want to split it up a little bit. The final gripe that I have with the Blue Cash Preferred as of now is you're only able to redeem that cash back as a form of a statement credit. It's fairly annoying that I can't just receive the cash back as like a direct deposit like I can with a lot of my other cash back cards, so it's just not that flexible, and that's why I have that listed as a con. I know a lot of people really like to take their cash back earnings and invest it or put it aside for like a vacation or something, and that's just not something you can do with the Blue Cash Preferred. Of course, the rewards are rewards dollars and not membership rewards points, so there's no sort of Schwab Platinum workaround to earn like 1.1% per point and throw it in an investment account. Now that we've taken a pretty deep dive into the Blue Cash Preferred, I think it's pretty clear what I personally need to do next. At this point, I'm not getting an insane amount of value from the card, and I don't really want to have to worry about breaking even again this year. So eventually, I think I will downgrade to the no-fee little brother of the card, the Amex Blue Cash Everyday. This is contingent on me breaking out of pop-up jail, so Amex, you didn't hear that. I will use my Blue Cash Preferred for everything, so I don't know what you're talking about. And in addition, whenever I do end up adding, say, the City Custom Cash or the elusive Amex Gold, for whatever reason for me, I'm going to have a lot more competing cards for groceries, and I just feel like the Blue Cash Preferred for me personally is the odd one out. At the end of the day, though, I will be taking a 6% to 3% cut on my cash back on groceries, but at the same time, there are so many other options that I think that it's going to work out just fine. With all of that being said, though, if you do find yourself spending $500 a month on groceries, then I think the Blue Cash Preferred is for you and you should consider applying for it. But of course, please remember to do your own research first. That concludes my 1-year review of the American Express Blue Cash Preferred credit card. As always, thanks so much for watching. What is your favorite credit card to use for groceries? I'd love to know, so please let me know in the comments below. If you got value from the video today or learned something, smash the like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I've been Josh. See you next time and take care. Bye.